Romans 9 verse 5. And Romans 9 verse 5 reads, "To them belong the patriarchs, and from their race, according to the flesh, is the Christ, who is God over all, blessed forever. Amen." Now, let's go a little bit before that. Paul writes, he says, "For I could wish that I myself were accursed and cut off from Christ for the sake of my brothers, my kinsmen according to the flesh. They are Israelites, and to them belong the adoption, the glory, the covenants, the giving of the law, the worship, and the promises." Paul is writing, saying, I've got these brothers and sisters of mine, and I wish I could be cursed, that I could go to hell so that they could go to heaven. This is his genuine concern. Now, in another passage, Paul writes to Timothy in 1 Timothy 3 verse 16, and he says, "Great indeed, we confess, is the mystery of godliness. He was manifested in the flesh." This is speaking of Christ. So it's Christ godliness that he's talking about. "Vindicated by the Spirit, seen by angels, proclaimed among the nations, believed on in the world, and taken up in glory." Now, Romans 9, if you continue the chapter, Paul addresses a key question. How is salvation obtained? Is it through physical works of the flesh, or is it in faith in the works of God? And Paul concludes, if you look at Israel's history, it's not physical works of the flesh that bring salvation, but faith in the works of God. And to support his argument, he cites Isaac and Ishmael, Jacob and Esau, Moses and Pharaoh, the pot and the clay, and finally faith and works.